This meme coin is actually gamifying meme coins, which I think is pretty cool, and it's a pretty novel idea that I'm very interested to see how it works out. And I do think it actually could be a pretty cool idea that does actually really take off and gain traction. So I want to talk to you today about the PEPE node meme coin. We're going to be talking about how specifically it is introducing this mine to earn type of gamification. I think it's very cool. But before we go further on into that though, I did want to let you know that this is in fact a sponsored video. They have paid me to talk about their token, so of course you can do with that what you will. But I want to go ahead and just get right on into talking about the PEPE node token. So here you can see it is a mine to earn meme coin. So essentially what you will do is you will buy the PEPE node presale token. You will use the PEPE node token to essentially create your own server room, and then you upgrade your servers, and then they will earn in turn more PEPE node meme coins. So it's a pretty interesting thing. They do have this presale going on right now, so you can essentially buy some early tokens, and then when they do have that TGE, then you will be able to set up your server room and start mining more PEPE node basically off into perpetuity, which I do think is pretty cool. So you also can earn bonuses in real meme coins. You can see airdrops for top miners in PEPE, Fartcoin, and more. So there is going to be kind of other meme coins within the space where you can see a lot of that other stuff. So you can see here that they have currently raised about $1.4 million. So a pretty nice start to this pre-sale so far. If you are interested, as I said, of course, I will have that link in the description below. You can come in and buy with a card or with crypto, depending on what you're interested in. There are two ways that the price does rise. You can see what the price is here currently. There are two ways that the price rises. The first is with the countdown here. Every 2 days, the price does go up slightly. And then every funding threshold that is met, the price also goes up slightly. So it does kind of benefit you to be early on if this is a project that you do have high conviction in and you do want to get into. Getting in earlier is generally better with this type of project. Now, moving along here, I want to show you another thing that we have with staking, because you can see right now 939% staking rewards, which is insane. This is something that, again, it will not stay like this forever. This is another thing that kind of benefits early entrants into it. You can see here that there's only 839 million PEPE nodes staked, and the 3001 PEPE node that is essentially emitted per ETH block goes to the stakers here. So that is why there is such a massively high estimated annual percentage here. Once we have more people staking, this will go down. So, you know, this is something that's just how it works, right? I mean, the more staked, it's still only this fixed amount to split between everybody. So again, if you are interested and you do have high conviction in this project, it is worth it to get in early, because, you know, not only will you benefit from a higher reward, you'll also benefit from a lower price when you buy here on the pre-sale as well. So again, this is of course not a solicitation to buy, if I can speak, nor is it a recommendation, anything like that. You do need to be doing your own research and make sure that this is something that you are interested in. If you find this interesting and a novel idea, you of course can feel free to make your own decision there. But I did want to give you a little bit more information before we go on ahead and wrap it up here. Again, as I explained, you can see that you can buy the nodes, you upgrade your facility, and then you essentially, it allows you to earn more PEPE node coins by having your miners. And the top miners, of course, as I did mention, will get bonuses in kind of other larger cap meme coins within the crypto space. So you can feel free to check that out as well. Now, how to mine, you can see you have your server room, you buy your first node, you then combine your nodes to essentially kind of like level them up, and then you can sell your nodes and also just like earn more PEPE node as well. So you can see this is kind of generally how it works. This will not be kind of available to use until the TGE, so we do need to wait for that pre-sale to finish first before we do get that TGE, but you can of course stay up to date with everything here. They also do have their X and Telegram accounts listed right here as well if you're looking to go to those. So they also have a quick kind of step of how to buy as well if you are interested in checking that out, as well as the roadmap and then the tokenomics. The tokenomics of course are very important here, so we can see that 35% goes to the economics and treasury of the project. This is essentially the designated token allocation for business development and community activations. 15% goes to infrastructure, so this is going to be viral marketing, paid and organic media, all that type of stuff. Growth in listing is going to be 7.5%. 35% goes to protocol development, essentially the first and the fastest. Mine to earn will undergo continuous development and improvements. And then the node rewards themselves are going to be the 7.5% here. So lots of different things here as well in terms of the tokenomics. So you can feel free to kind of check that out in a little bit closer detail if you are interested. So overall, I do think that this is a very unique kind of take on kind of a meme coin and the whole meme coin process. Having this kind of like mine to earn does kind of seem like an interesting kind of combination between like Pepe and Doge, because of course Doge, you are actually using real miners in the physical world, and then of course this is based on the Pepe meme. So you're not using real miners in the real world here, you're of course using virtual miners, but it still kind of does mix the two in a very interesting way, which I do find pretty neat and pretty cool. So if you are interested, of course, you can feel free to check that link in the description below. And of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to drop those in the comment section below. And of course, feel free to like and subscribe if you did find the information in the video useful. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.